What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country, in Washington, D.C., and everything you need to know about on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, stimulus check update, and daily news. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. Right now, it's completely free to do so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, thanks for hitting the like button for us down below as well. Well, the next thing we may have to worry about, and we're starting to see a lot more headlines, is will there be a recession in 2022? Yeah, and we have a lot of different factors starting to pile up, like soaring inflation, high energy prices, and the Fed is going to be raising interest rates. So we have a lot of different factors going in here, and not even including the Russia-Ukraine war. That's hoping that it doesn't lead to a much bigger thing, right? But a lot of these factors could actually lead us to a recession this year, or even right around the corner. This is because it's going to cost a lot of Americans a lot of money. Remember that inflation, the most recent reading just from last month, was 7.5%. And now that oil and gas is much, much higher since last month, it's going to be even higher, even higher. With the price of gas now at $3.92 a gallon, that's just the average price of gas. We know that the price of gas in California is at like $5 a gallon. And it's gone up 50 cents a gallon in just a month, largely because of Russia and Ukraine. And lawmakers right now are thinking about not buying Russian oil, which could send the price of gas going up a lot more. A lot more. You could see here the average price, how much it's gone up. It went up 10 cents in a day. It's gone up 33 cents in a week. And it's gone up nearly, about 50 cents in a month. And largely just because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict and war. And the question is it could go up a lot more. But we look at this here from the Wall Street Journal. Average hourly raises rose by 1 penny in February. 1 penny. So gas went up by 50 cents just in the last month. But average hourly wages went up by 1 cent in February, falling massively behind inflation. So when we talk about things like recession, these are the type of things that is a perfect storm for a recession. We have gas going up by 50 cents and wages going up by 1 penny. Yeah, and you wonder how people can keep up. And then don't forget people on fixed income, people on Social Security, people on disability, people retired who don't get any raise until they get the yearly cost of living adjustment. And even that is very debatable, because what happens is when they get that, sometimes they lose benefits like food assistance. Sometimes they lose those benefits and then they pay higher benefits like Medicare. So the problem is are they even getting a raise? That's a very, very controversial thing, and Congress needs to step up and make changes to that, especially the losing of SNAP assistance and food assistance benefits. That should not be a thing, and we need to get a bill introduced this year. I've sent out the tweets to lawmakers, and that is definitely something that needs to change. There needs to be a cost of living adjustment added into SNAP and food assistance benefits for seniors and people on Social Security, so that this does not happen in the future. If you get a cost of living adjustment just to help keep up with inflation, you should not be losing other additional benefits. That should not be happening. And then the Fed is going to be raising interest rates probably this month, starting with just the first interest rate hike of probably 1/4%. But they're going to be raising interest rates probably 3 to 4 times this year. And they have to do this to help combat inflation. So that's basically one of the main tools to combat inflation. Inflation runs hot, you raise interest rates. It's basically just Fed policy 101. And all this is also making the stock market very volatile. The Russia conflict, the Fed raising interest rates, the bond market. And remember, over 50% of Americans have money in the stock market through their retirement funds, their 401ks, their IRAs. And a lot of people are seeing their money go like this there as well, which makes people a little seasick there as well, seeing their money do that. Thank Putin for that as well. So yeah, and the question is, are we going to see another recession this year? In fact, one could almost argue that we're there right now. When you look at these stock market charts, like from the S&P 500, this is a year-to-date chart. It's down pretty significantly. We were down in correction terms, which is over 10%. And nearing recession terms as well, depending on what you consider a recession in terms of the stock market. Some people would consider us in at least a short-term recession, at least in the eyes of the stock market. And what they do is sometimes they'll come out retroactively and say, you know what, we were in a recession for this month through this month, for 3 months or 6 months in terms of the stock market and the economy. And they'll come out and say that, yeah, you know what, from February through June or something like that, they'll come out and say, you know what, based on the stock market, based on the economy, based on inflation, we actually were in a recession. And again, it really depends on how long it could last. It could last 3 months. It could last 6 months. It could last a year. Who knows how long it could last? And don't forget, we are still in a pandemic as well. We just went through the worst spike ever with over 1 million cases per day on several different days. And there's another variant lurking out there, the BA.2, Omicron 2.0, that's actually more contagious. So if that becomes the dominant variant, we could see that again. So there's all these different factors here that could just, if one of them takes hold, probably inflation and the war, the two biggest concerns right now. The Omicron variant 2.0 seems to be not taking hold right now. I'll cross my fingers and knock on wood right now just to make sure. But at least as of right now, the data seems to show that it's not spiking. I think it's safe to say as of right now, we're not seeing a spike. In fact, cases are down. We're down to about 50,000 cases per day on the 7-day average right now. So that's not speculation. That's just kind of the average daily cases right now. The problem here is when you think about all these different things going against the economy, there's just so many different factors. Inflation probably being the number one, really hampering the economy and thus the American people. 7.5% inflation per month. And honestly, it's probably going to get higher, largely because of the price of gas and the price of oil. That literally has spiked up overnight. I mean, it's gone up 50 cents in a month. So if it was 7.5% inflation last month, or actually in January, the February inflation I don't believe that's come out yet. Remember, February just ended a few days ago. Imagine what it's, and remember that a lot of this gas price has just gone up here in the last few days at the beginning of March. Imagine what inflation reading is going to be going forward here. And this, honestly, this just really kind of exacerbates the effect of people need help right now. People need help. That's why we're seeing some states start to issue anti-inflation stimulus checks because people need help. I mean, 63% of people right now are living paycheck to paycheck. We're behind on rent, behind on bills. They're not making enough money. So think about people that are on fixed income, people that are on Social Security, people that are on disability, people that are living on food assistance. And now we're dealing with 7.5% inflation or higher. Gas is up 50 cents a gallon in just 1 month. And again, it's due to nothing that we have done. It's due to Russia. It's due to the pandemic. It's due to a virus. I mean, it's all this stuff that like Americans don't even have any control over, right? It's really sad. But you got to kind of think that a lot of Americans need help. A lot of people need help right now. And we have seen that in the past. We have seen stimulus check 1, stimulus check 2 underneath Trump, stimulus check 3 underneath Biden. We have seen rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance. We're seeing water assistance, utility assistance, heat assistance, electricity assistance. If you've been watching my channel, I cover all these different things. We're seeing state assistance, state stimulus checks, state stimulus programs. We're seeing a lot of these different things. But if you've also been watching my channel, 90% of people don't claim those different type of programs because they just don't watch my channel. They don't apply for this stuff. A lot of people, if the check just doesn't show up to them automatically, they don't take the time to apply for it. They don't put in the effort for it. And I see comments like, I won't believe it until it shows up in my bank account. But a lot of these states, cities, counties, and even federal programs have money available. And that's why I, do these shows. I would love for the federal government to just issue another stimulus check tomorrow. But until that happens, it's still definitely a possibility. But while we're waiting on that, there's a lot of these other type of programs that could put money in your pocket, right? And some of these are actually federal stimulus programs from the last stimulus package, right? And in fact, some of these are actually, there was like $100 million added from the federal, on the federal level to utility programs here recently, about a month ago or so as well. So a lot of these are federal programs, state programs, and they're money you can get. But, having the mentality of, I won't believe it until it shows up in my account, if you have that mentality, you actually could be missing out on a lot of money. And like I've said, we've had thousands and thousands of people, thousands of comments of people who have said, thanks for showing me how to get rent assistance, how to get mortgage assistance, how to get utility assistance. Because, if you get rent assistance for 12 months, just as an example, that's a lot more than a stimulus check. If you get utility assistance, that could be $300, $500, $800, $1,000, just depending on. There's water utility assistance, there's electric utility assistance, there's heat utility assistance, and it's $500, it's $800. It's a lot of money. So a lot of these different type of programs literally can add up. And like Forbes says here, 90% of eligible families don't access these public benefits. And that's just one of the things I'm trying to do here on this channel, is help as many people as possible by just letting people know about these. If 90% of families don't know about these different programs, utility assistance, rent assistance, mortgage assistance, state stimulus checks, state stimulus programs. If you watch my channel here on a daily basis, universal basic income, There's a lot of these different programs. Almost every other day or every day I have new money available for this program, new child tax credits in this state, new utility programs available in this. There's just literally new programs available all the time. And that's just one of the things I want to do. I want to be a voice for the people. I want to send out messages to Congress, to lawmakers, to help them push to things like this. Here it is on Twitter from my Twitter account. There is $800 billion of stimulus money already approved that is just sitting there. You can easily use half of that money to send a fourth stimulus check out to people in need now. This won't add debt or inflation because it's already been appropriated. And I sent this out to the president, the vice president, Bernie Sanders, AOC. In fact, I'm going to send this out again right now and maybe tag a few more people if I can get a few more people here in Twitter only allows so many characters. I also said millions of people on SNAP had their benefits reduced because of the COLA raise, the cost of living adjustment. This is crazy. We need a bill to change this introduced now. Make this change. Help now. And again, I tagged a whole bunch of people in Congress. Senator Bernie Sanders, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Representative Corey, the Vice President, Ron Wyden, Cory Booker, all sorts of people in Congress, Representative John Larson, who is the main leader behind the Social Security 2100 Act to raise Social Security benefits for seniors. So again, I want to be a voice for you guys, but also I also want to tell you guys about all these different programs that are available. 90% of families do not even know about these different programs that have money available in your state, in your city, in your county, on the federal level that that you can claim. So there's a lot of money already out there. And sometimes it might take you a little bit of effort to go to a website. Again, I have videos showing you how to do this. But if you can get this money, that's why these programs are there. That's why the last stimulus package provided billions of dollars for this, for you guys. So I'm trying to help out as many people as possible. I'm trying to be a voice for as many people as possible. Let's try to make a difference for as many people as possible in any way possible. So, and with the pandemic still going on, there's still a lot of states and people trying to make a difference. So I will keep you up to date here with everything. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Remember, I'm here every day for you guys at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. It literally doesn't cost a penny. It just makes it so you won't miss out on new videos. So subscribe right now if you haven't yet. And here's some videos you can watch next to find out how to apply for these programs. You can click this top video to watch my newest video next. This bottom video over here is how to apply for utility assistance. This video over here is how to apply for rent assistance and get your rent paid for up to 12 months. And this video over here is how to apply for homeowners assistance and get up to $80,000 for homeowners. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.